That's 2 years ago. We're talking about right now. OG Anunoby, if he focused on just flat out playing defense and not trying to go get a bucket, he could be defensive player of the year. That's how I feel.
Flea said something as far as like us worrying about a backup center. You always allude to how great OG is defensively. And you know how at one time he played Embiid kind of good. How do you feel about sometimes OG sliding into that spot because the way basketball is today, as far as positionless basketball, we watch other teams put smaller guys on cat. Should that be an option? That at times OG may have to step up and guard some of the bigger guys on the opposing team.
I think if it's situational, like even when he guarded Embiid, joking all of them, I don't know if Flea was joking, but he said he could be defensive player of the year if he wanted to. It was like,
I was dead serious.
Yeah, I know. Stay on that side. When I said it 2 years ago, both of y'all was like,
that's
right,
2 years ago. We're talking about right now. OG Anunoby, if he focused on just flat out playing defense and not trying to go get a bucket, he could be defensive player of the year. That's how I feel.
Yeah. You tried on all balls Gucci flip flops all of a sudden.
Yeah, go to hell.
Right? I think it's like the reason why he can't be a defensive player of the year is because like the Herb Jones and them, Wemby and all of them, like they just pop out on the screen every single possession. I don't want OG on a center every single possession. That'll make him too stationary. You could do it like how they did against Philly. That one quarter he shuts down Embiid, and now you got him all over the court like a safety. That's where he's most dangerous because he always sneaks in for the double team, swipes in, gets the steal. He did that today when he was He learned from yesterday's game when Josh Giddey took him full court, full speed, and just hit the layup on him. Today, he's like, you ain't no damn Josh Giddey, and rip homeboy and created a turnover. And I think we finished that play in transition. So I think that it would take him off those kind of plays and get us away from those transition baskets transition plays that he creates a lot of times. What do you think, Fleet?
I agree with you. I think it's situational. Like OG could be that like prime Kawhi, prime Draymond Green type defender, right? Where you like really the quarterback of the defense, and you could put you on the best player on the opposing team and really, make it hard for them. I think he's that level of a defender. In terms of the bigger players, OG is a house now. He ain't no little guy. Like that, he's all of 6'8", 6'9", whatever you want to give him, but he's big. Like that's a big dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, so again, situational. I think he can make it tough for some of the bigger centers in the league. Some of the centers that are lighter in weight. He's gonna have issues with Joker. Although I don't have problems with if it comes to that point where he has to guard a Joker. I don't like that per se, right? He does well on Embiid, but I still don't like the matchup. Embiid, if at his apex, is still better and still can take advantage of that matchup with OG. I just think with his defensive IQ and his strength, I think ain't nothing wrong with that. Would put him on bigs. So I agree with
you. Yeah, boy, I think like from going on Embiid and then switching. Like in football, a lot of times, it's too many times with defensive backs, they get caught up and trying to guard the number one receiver when you go to the number 2 or number 3 and then play off of them and go guard the number 1. And that's OG's whole style. He's so disruptive, man. What you think, AllBall?
I respectfully disagree with both of y'all. I think, now I agree with y'all with the situational thing, but I think this is where a coach like Mike Brown, this is where you have to coach certain games. Knowing that we're not going to have Mitch, Huck might not be getting in the game. I think that throws a monkey wrench. No pun intended. Big shout out monkey wrench. I think that throws a monkey wrench in some of these teams. Because that's not going to be in the notes. So just imagine you come out and Cat is not guarding Joker. It's OG. They don't have a scouting report for that. And of course, nobody can guard the Joker. But I think a guy like OG, he can make it more difficult than a Cat, especially if we're not going to have Mitch Robinson. And I trust OG more than I trust Huck Purdy as far as on the defensive end. I just think that this team, I'm going to keep saying it, the Detroit-Pistons style basketball. I know we don't have those great defenders, but guys are Paul's gonna have to suck it up, gonna have to dig deep, dig down, and really get into some of these guys as far as on the defensive end. And I think OG is going to have to be the head of the snake as far as like, listen, okay, Mitch is out. I'm gonna have to guard this guy because we know Cat can't guard nobody. We have to understand that. So that also relieves Cat and just lets him loose. So I disagree with you. I think OG can come up with the task and really do a good job.
I mean, Isaiah Jackson said me and Flea look like two pilots, and you look like a Colombian drug dealer.
Zeke Jackson, what up, boy?
Yo, Flea is somebody. Somebody in another comment. Somebody in another comment said AllBall looks like Pink Meech.
Yo, that's funny. OG, you know that's funny.
You know, I laugh at myself all day. I love it, man.
I know.
Keep the joke coming, man. Come on, man. Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah. Pink Meech, that's crazy.
Because listen, I can't wait to see some of y'all personally. all you niggas hide behind them avatars. Yeah. All you niggas hide behind them. Oh, he's hard. Drop something.
He goes. Larry Hoover.
Big shout out to the chat. You know I love all y'all.
Big shout out to the chat, man. They keep us humble, man. Yo, there was a spot. I think it was the second quarter. It was 40-40. Like 4 minutes left in the second quarter, something like that. I think Cat just put Saw in the rim, right, on that back down dunk. But the next possession, right, I think on the court, and chat, y'all could correct me, my brothers, y'all could correct me, but I think the lineup on the floor was Deuce, Hart, Bridges, Cat, and I believe Clarkson. But the defensive lineup that they had in that part of the game was just insane. Some of the second quarter, some of the stops that we were getting towards the end of that second quarter was insane. So I know Cat, we always kill Cat on how he defends and things like that. But that stretch shows you that there's times where if he gives effort, because again, all we say is defense. Some guys are special. Like OG loves Ron Artest. That's special. That's not regular. That's special. Kawhi, special. Draymond, special. Like these guys are special, but everybody's not special like that. But straight up effort, if you give effort, like effort at 7 feet means you blocking shots. That means you getting every rebound. That means that you hedging out on screens and making the ball handler change directions. Like that's effort. And you ain't always got to be the best nigga on one-on-one defense. But that lineup, I was like, damn, we are able, if we play like that, we are able to get stops. Even Brunson with his active hands tonight. I was like, shit. I texted y'all early. I think that was first quarter, something like that. I was like, yo, I like the way Brunson is looking on the defensive end. Just his energy on. So, we could be better as long as we keep going the way we going.
The switching was great, and I think I hate to say it, you when you pointed that out with Brunson, I still wasn't really impressed. It's something about him and Cat that just the mix wasn't there, and then that lineup that you mentioned, not for nothing, that's when Brunson sat down, and all of a sudden, the energy lifted up on defense.
Knicks Rehab.